Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, April 19th, 2020. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube, do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/otakushowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyandon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyandon and myself at patreon.com/Otaku Showboat. And yes, Immortal Sniper is here and is no longer late. Not late this time. Usually late, not today. So things have happened. Yes, and happy Orthodox Easter as of this particular Sunday. So things have been updated. Things have been updated. Tuuphra has been updated, because last time we set up this magnificent and glorious setup for our production of Tuuphra and sugar. Well, Tuuphra's changed. A bit. We are no longer producing exactly 15 out net of the Tuuphra. We're still producing a lot of Tuuphra, but the result of these changes is that the base Mark 1 level stuff is slower than it used to be. So that's unfortunate. It is slower now than it used to be. It's 5 modules per plantation at Mark 1, and I think the modules are slightly slower at plus 200 speed. Now, at Mark 2, you get an extra 5, so you do go up to 10, and then 20, and then 40. So you're getting a lot more module slots as you go up the Mark levels now on the Tuuphra plantations. So just going to Mark 2 will get us around where we were last time. So just to get back to the old speeds, we would need to upgrade everything to Mark 2. But we also got the ability to upgrade our Tuuphra a little bit more reasonably, shall we say. So we got the Mark II Tuuphra breeding program, which is very, very nice. We're also about to hit Land Animals 3. So while that's happening, let's have a look up here. So this is our Tuuphra build that we did last time. We've got a whole bunch of Tuuphra, as well as the other stuff to make said Tuuphra. And then a few Augs to make the bones to make sugar. So we are converting some of our Tuuphra into sugar. Right now, exactly 2 per second of it. And we've got how many? 154 of the Tuuphra buildings. What do we need to get done along our path to stuffs? Well, the path to stuffs is technically moving. So our cotton gut Mark II recipe. Oh, hello, tech. And apparently, Pyadon has arrived. Hasn't spoken yet, though. So yeah, land animals, stage 3. I can get things now. I can get new animals now. Why can I not get Scrondrix immediately? Oh, because apparently I need genetics. Because yes, apparently I need to be able to make alien sample 3s, which, yeah, Arthurians are a big one here. The graphene rolls, that's early. Hey, it's a necessary early use of graphene rolls before purple science. Huzzah! Graphene rolls, the first time you would use them normally would be circuit 3s. Before Pi Alien Life, so now you need it to get the Alien Sample Tier 3s? Or Alien Sample 3s? So that's pretty neat. We have to set this thing up earlier now. Also need a source of chitin, which I'm thinking Vonix. Vonix. No, I'm thinking bleh. Vrauk. Yeah, that's the word. Vrauk chitin is probably the easiest. Xenochitin is the most output though. So we shall see about that. There's Arthurians, stage 1, which I have. Would need assisted embryology. Maybe I should try to get assisted embryology. Maybe that should happen. Oh, that's a thing. Right. So, just the immediately noticing things here. So Alien Sample Tier 3s, which you unlock at this tech, require Arthurian eggs, which you can't get Arthurians going until, like, 2, 3 techs further down the chain. So hey, we get these things that we won't even be able to make until many techs later at this point, because we need to get the immunosuppressants and then the assisted embryology before we can do Arthurians and Xenos. So, hey, that's a interesting thing to note. Let's pick up what do I want to actually grab? I don't know. I don't know. I want a new animal. Let's unlock a new animal. Let's unlock the dancing armored cats. That sounds like a plan. Although, again, we can't make them until we unlock Alien Sample 3s, so what's the point of being able to unlock these things and need Alien Sample 3s? And then here, Dingrits. Sure, it's Alien Sample Tier 2s, but Arthurians first, so we're locked here again behind assisted embryology before we could even make these Dingrits to begin with, because they need the Arthurian eggs. So I think all roads are going to be leading straight to the assisted embryology. And then these guys... Yeah, these guys, for some reason, don't require assisted embryology? We could apparently just make the Vonix eggs out of stuff, so we could do these. But hey, look, there's the initial one, and guess what? It's Arthurian eggs, along with Alien Sample 3s. So, again, these things are all locked behind the assisted embryology tech, effectively, which at this point is locked behind immunosuppressants and then genetics, after picking up all this, like, biotech and land animal stage 3 stuff. Things may change. At some point. We shall see. But anyway, at the moment, I'm trying to get the Mark II cotton guts. That is part of our overall goal, is we want to have a setup for doing cotton guts into science, and I want to use the Mark II cotton guts. We actually have a cycle moving right now. We need the cycle to succeed twice. We need this to succeed twice. It failed, of course. Succeed at getting this Mark II stud. Once we've gotten the Mark II stud twice, we are able to begin a process that will give us a 25% extra output, or around there. It's not quite the same as everything else, but there's more. Basically, more faster through cycling those. There were changes in yellow. Oh boy. Utility science? What has changed in yellow? Perfect samples. Hello. Yeah, that's new. The perfect samples. So is this supposed to be our alien enzymes of yellow science? Oh boy, that'll be Oh, hello. What the hell is a snarer? From imp. Okay. All right. And each of these is going to be. Yep. Hello. Required anti-tumors. Required anabolic RNA. Required nanochondria. Required. Yeah. Required anti-tumor. Required stuffs. All right. So now all of the upgrade stuff is officially required. Hey, there we go. Now it's all required, and you have to do these improved recipes for a number of things in order to get the things you need in order to get perfect samples for the yellow science. So that that was pretty necessary. Like to be clear and honest, that was necessary. It also adds about 200-ish hours between purple science and yellow science. Just gonna throw that out there. Also, apparently early antelopes. Alright, cool. But I'm not joking, that does actually potentially add a couple hundred more-ish hours between purple and yellow. What would have probably been about 20 to 50 hours has just been times 10 by the addition of perfect samples. Also, I have my Death Wish coffee today. Uh, we went to Wegmans yesterday, and they carry my Death Wish coffee there. Um, so I'm a little happy about that. I'm not too happy about the new implementation of social distancing guidelines at that particular Wegmans store that we went to. Uh, in theory, the procedures are okay. The actual procedures themselves, it would just help if the people trying to enforce said practices were not rude. That would help. It would help if the people who actually work there weren't rude, as well as if they actually enforced having restrictions on the number of people inside of the building at one time, because it is literally physically impossible to keep socially distanced when there's several hundred people in the store all at once, even though they are technically counting people as they come in and as they leave. They are technically counting people who are in the store and are leaving the store, but there's an inherent issue if the number of people you're allowing in is too high to begin with. Uh, you can't socially distance when the lines to check out extend through the entirety of the store. I'm not joking. It went from the front of the store to the back and started curving around, like through the aisles, blocking aisles for people trying to check out in the lines. So good luck trying to be socially distanced if you need anything in the two particular aisles where they had everyone queuing to leave. It's like Walmart is doing better than the Wegmans right now, because Walmart actually is enforcing a line outside the door to get in and are actually keeping semi-accurate counts. They have people with like tablets sitting and counting as people enter and leave and are enforcing the lines outside the building. They're still letting too many people in, inherently, but it's better than the implementation at Wegmans right now. Better than the Wegmans implementation. Anyway, that being said, I got my coffee, my Death Wish coffee, and coconut almond milk to go with it. So I can at least say that. Let us do first the initial setup to get the Tuuphra breeding going. That sounds like an idea and a plan. So for that, oh, hello, tech. Hey, genetics. Immunosuppressants, go! Do the thing. I need Tuuphra buildings. Where are my Tuuphra buildings set up? Oh, hey, I've got a couple of Mark IIs. It's as if at one point I had tried making Mark IIs, but realized that they require neuroprocessors, and was like, hell no to that. Goodbye. No, let's not. I like tech. I like having tech. That. Oh gosh. Alright, so it appears as if my current bottleneck is not neuroprocessors, it is now circuit 2s, so I think I might be okay making these at the moment. Actually. Because that's moving. Is that even blue? It is taking blue, but I might be backed up a little bit on blue. I have a few units of blue spare, 720 some odd units of the blue science going. I need a couple of these. Or at least one. Tuuphra. I totally killed my local Tuuphra, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I should not have done that. I should not have done that thing where I got rid of the Tuuphra. You're gonna do the, like, normal thing of, like, that stuff. You're going to make Tuuphra seeds. I think this actually also requires Tuuphra seeds, now that I'm thinking about it. This process also takes seeds. So we have this recipe, which is the 0.5% chance, and then we have the thing here that gives you a range. It gives you actually a ton of Mark II Tuuphra. Oh, hey, liquid manure. Okay, good, fine, sure, we'll bring that over. What's the difference between the Nuka thing and Og Caravan? The what now? The what? The what? The Nuka van? Nuka van. What is this? An A-bomb. An A-bomb is the difference, apparently. Huh. Sure. Can I nuke forests with this? I would assume so. Yes, a very big boom is the difference. So, yeah, that does take a bunch of seeds. A bunch of. I don't need to feed that back. I just need to have an output and an input. Let it live. It shall live. Don't do that. I don't no. Don't, don't do that. Thanks. Water. Water is amazing. Let's give you some water. Let's give you some water and give you some CO2. Where am I even with the CO2? Let's just make some locally. That sounds reasonable. Here, give me CO2 from biomass. Where is that? All right, that's here. Yes. That is good recipe. Give me the biomass. Bring it to me. My wonderful, beautiful minions. Bring me all of that. Just add Tuuphra Mark 1. From the buffer chest. Thanks. Huh? I apparently I had seats? Do that thing. Do that thing. Keep, like, a buncha. And away we go. That needs to succeed twice. And then we can do... Oops. And then we can do this one. Oops. That's... And then we can do this one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the beautiful one. The one that takes the phosphoric acid as well as liquid manure. Yay. Well, it's a quite convenient thing that I happen to have this stuff called phosphoric acid right here. As for the liquid manure... what's that building? What is that building again? The bioreactor. I don't happen to be carrying around those, do I? Yes, I am. Absolutely correct every time. Hello, thingy. Give me some manure. And power would be nice. Auto-saving. Uh-oh. I have not seen that one before. Hey, guess what? We just auto-saved. But that's weird. Why would additional pace settings fail on this particular recipe? There might be a nil somewhere in that recipe? I don't know. It was the Tuuphra breeding Mark II. The new breeding recipe. This, Tuuphra Mark II breeder. Apparently, additional pace settings has a problem with this. I don't know what the problem would be. Maybe I'm trying to request... No, I don't think that this would request anything higher than the amount. Yeah, I don't know. Do not know. All that really means is that I have a bit of work to do. So a Tuuphra Mark II. Is it the fluids? It might be because of the fluids. I don't know, but I've not had this be an issue on any other thing. Like, no other thing has been an issue here. It's just this recipe that's giving me that error. So fertilizer. At least this has been fixed, right? At least the Factorio devs actually fixed this. Lime, biomass, and that's it. All right. Lime. Because this didn't used to work. This was broken for a bit. So now that should be fine. Let's save. Pydew Valley. This is day 40. I guess I'll save over it at the end. Welcome to day 40, by the way. This is the 40th stream, and like I don't even how many stuffs. Alright, let's get to it. I wanted to do other things outside of setting this up. I mean, it's nice to have this set up. I'm very happy I have fertilizer. I am glad I have 23,000 units of fertilizer. I apparently don't have enough lime? What? What? Lime? Why no lime? Why no lime? Let's make more lime. Sure. More lime. It's just limestone and coke, right? I should have both of these things. Until I don't have both of these things, because I'm not producing enough. Limestone, in particular. Limestone, hey. How you doing? .2, is that even remotely? It's not for one. Hello, stuff and things. So how much water is this? Fine. The water is okay. Just need outputs and power. Give me power. Yay. It lives. That would help. A little. Okay. That's quote-unquote done. D-U-N, done. Now we wait for however many hours it takes for this to succeed twice. That's all we need to do, is just wait for this to succeed twice, and then this will cycle ad infinitum. And Or, actually, no, it doesn't even need to succeed twice. It just needs to succeed once. So all we need is 1 on this one. This particular circumstance is just once. Most of the time it's twice, but this one, thank God, is only once. How long will that take? Ideally, sometime during this stream, we will start seeing some amounts of Mark II Tuuphra. Some amounts. But we shall see, as this is cycling. So eventually, we will succeed. Even at a 0.5%. Okay. Moving on, we've got things that we can do. Set up an alert siren? I could, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't... The timing on when this happens, I don't particularly mind. I'm not planning on doing anything with these Mark II modules at this point. Like, I'm not going to do anything with them until I have, like, several million of them to begin with. Before, like, how many? Just to upgrade 100 and some odd thingies here. We need 154 times 5 just to upgrade the existing infrastructure, and then double that when I upgrade the existing infrastructure to Mark II. So, we're talking, I need a few of these Mark IIs. At least 770. And I think the first Mark IIs that I do end up getting out of this are just going to upgrade this guy to make getting Mark IIs faster. The first Mark IIs are just going to upgrade this guy to make getting more faster, as well as the first Mark II building here. In fact, I can just do that now, make that a Mark II building, because there's really no reason not to when I have a couple of them. That's not the building. This is the building. I have exactly 2. I have exactly 2 of these buildings, and I may as well make use of them here and here. And give them the extra modules. So that will make this process go a little faster until it eventually succeeds. And then, yeah, eventually this will do its thing. Quickly now. Succeed for me. Alright, it's time for these sea sponges. Oh boy. Time for some sea sponges. What recipe will I do with sea sponges? The sponge. I don't have much choice. Wait. Why? That's... What? Why would I... No. 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 Eventually, I would think that this would give me Mark II sprouts. But no, there's just one item for sprouts at the moment. That's never gonna happen. Like, just no. No, spank you. This could happen. But we don't have the breeding program yet on the sea sponges, so... Wow, there's Is there really only these? So we can get one sea sponge for tailings in Zogna. And then when I get what is the tech that unlocks this beautiful, magnificent thing? What tech gives me Sea Sponge 2? That would be ideal. That would be very ideal. Make my Zogna go a lot further. That would be very ideal. It's also less saline, and it's faster. Well, less saline out, and it's faster. Wow, that is such a better recipe. To make the sponges, we also have to make the sprouts. Excuse me? Why you no show me? Oh, just sponge into sprout. Right. Right. Water invertebrates 2. Okay, well, we're about to pick up assisted embryology. We're 90% there. Water invertebrates 2. Well, that's 4. Hello! Hello, welcome. Welcome, Dexmark. Water invertebrates 2, all the way here. Gives me this wonderful thing. I will very gladly do this. Very, very gladly. I will always do this over that previous recipe. I'm gonna finish assisted embryology, and then we're going to take water invertebrates, and we're going to plan around that sponge recipe. That beautiful, glorious sponge recipe. Yes, product, the sea sponge, and then the sprouts are just going to come from sponges. Hey, we've got a loop. We've got a loop, which means we have to do the matrix solver. And which one do I want more of? Oh, now that's the question of the century. I think our goal is sprouts. Our goal is more sprouts. Let's make 15 sprouts. What is that going to require? The sprouts are seeds, but I need the sprouts. I need the sprouts. Yes, the sponge itself is denser? But I need the sprouts for this process in particular. Let's look. What do I even need the sea sponge itself for? You don't use the sea sponge at all for anything. You only are using the sprouts. Cough, cough, cough. You are only using the sprouts. So where's that inverts? Invertebrate. There, it's the very first one. Yeah, let's grab that. So yeah, it's the sprouts that end up getting used in this. Wait, what are these even? Hold up. Okay, so the sea sponges, right? The sea sponges make sprouts. The sprouts get used in cotton guts. The sea sponges themselves get used in these things. So they're used in these things for the sea sponges themselves. We need to scroll to get to the point where they are, of use. Trits, upgrades, and these guys. down here. Propeptides, cytostatics, and microcin J25. These will be required. I need dingrits first. I can make this as soon as I get more sea sponges going. And this'll need Arthurians. Primarily. And cytostatics. More cytostatics. What are these even used for? Perogen. Well, what's that for? Oh, cotton gut green science. Yay! So I think the answer is we need both, ultimately. And if we need both ultimately, I guess I should prioritize the sponges themselves. Because the sponges themselves, A, are modules. They are the modules. Speaking of the modules, we need a few of those. And they're more dense. That's the other thing, is they're the more dense thing. A single sponge will make multiple sprouts.